Andrew Lyne was a British astronomer, and in 1992, when he spoke at a meeting of the American Astronomers Association, he received a standing ovation. People clapped and cheered. And behind that applause is an interesting story and a lesson for all of us. Hello and welcome back to another edition of Chai with Pi, our series of videos where I try and share simple lessons and stories to help each of us become just a little bit better. Andrew Lyne was a British physicist and an astronomer, and in 1991 he and his colleague made an amazing discovery. They just found a new planet that was orbiting around another star. Now, this was quite unthinkable, and the whole world sat up and took notice. And in the months that followed, there was a lot of acclaim for the discovery that Andrew Lyne had made. But guess what happened next? As they worked on their discovery and as they started to corroborate their findings, Andrew Lyne quickly discovered that they were wrong. That in fact, they hadn't accounted for the fact that the Earth's orbit was elliptical and not quite circular, and therefore what they thought was a planet wasn't quite a planet, and there was really no star that it was orbiting around. But what should they do next? That would be a lot of egg on the face, embarrassment. Should Lyne and his colleague just keep quiet and hope that nobody discovers the mistake they had made? He was being invited to speak, and in January of 1992, just a few months after his discovery, he was invited to address this congregation of astronomers in Atlanta at the American Astronomers Society. So guess what happened next? Andrew Lyne goes up on stage, and even as everyone's waiting to hear what he has to say about that great discovery, Andrew Lyne stands up and says, "I made a mistake. I was wrong, horribly wrong." The entire audience stood up and applauded. They gave him a standing ovation in admiration for his honesty, in recognition of the courage that he had displayed in admitting that he was wrong. Maybe there's a lesson there for all of us, particularly for the leaders amongst all of us. A mistake we all make is to think that admitting a mistake is a sign of weakness. It's not. Admit you made a mistake and you actually grow as a leader. People see you as a stronger leader, not as a weaker one. What often happens to us is that we make a mistake and then we try and cover up. We try and make it work and make it seem as if it wasn't quite a mistake. We are all very quick to say that yes, mistakes were made, but not by me. Good leaders are quick to admit to their failings, to admit that they might have made a mistake, learn from it, and move on. So next time you make a mistake, don't try and cover up. Just say, "I was wrong." Just say, "I made a mistake." Do that, and you will find that people trust you a hell of a lot more. After all, vulnerability builds trust. Honesty begets trust. Courage always gets respected. So make a mistake, just admit to it, and watch how people see you as a stronger leader. Not just that, also be prepared for a standing ovation. That's all in this week's edition of Chai with Pi. Until next time, enjoy your chai.